They say your take home, as in your salaries, should take you home. But for many Nigerians, it is a one-way ticket. It sounds like a cruel joke. With the rising cost of living, stagnant salaries, and everyday struggles, the gap between earnings and survival is wide. As the common slang goes, the math is not mathing. The cost of transportation to even go and do the job that pays you is not child's play. We are on the street today to hear from Nigerians how they are making ends meet when their take home can't even afford them a ride home.
The situation has been very, very critical and a very terrible one. And this thing is not unconnected to the inflation rate. The inflation rate is not being well managed. This government floating the naira reduce the value of the naira, and by that reduction, even if you are being given 200,000 naira monthly, you go to the market, what you come back with is in the nylon bag, because the value for the money has dropped. So in the case of transport, like you are to live here, because majority of people working doing other small jobs in Abuja, which is about 70% of the job being done, lives around the areas of Nyanya, Kubu and the rest. Now to go to Nyanya at the point you are talking about, the to and fro is about 2,000 naira. So if you are to go to work every day for 5 days, 2,000 times 5, that should be 10,000. 10,000, it is 10,000 times 4, that is 40,000. Some of these people are receiving 60,000 as salary. Should at least, as a matter of urgency, think of ways of improving in percentage the salaries of this person, or at least let them could name it transport allowance to them.
One thing is certain, we know Nigeria generally believe that God is our supplier, which is true. Well, by and large, one have to come out in Nigeria anyhow. No matter how things difficult, we'll find our way out, and God has been helping us. No, you can't tell anybody to increase your salary except you want to leave the job, or maybe I'll get another one.
The fact remains that the condition of the country is so bad that so many employees right now are quitting their job because of the stress they are passing through, because of the cost of transportation from their various homes to their place of work. As a result of that, so many people are actually leaving their job because they can no longer cope. And then the employer also, they are not finding it easy, because the cost of running the organization also have also increased. You understand? And then instead of them to increase the salary for them, it's also an issue on their own side because of the cost of running the office. I think the best thing they should do is to reduce the number of days, you understand, they come to work. Even the youth corps, they should reduce the number of days which they go out for their services, so that they will be able to at least cut down their courses, you understand, so that they will be able to meet up with other needs as well.
From the same shop would have changed. It's something to get worried about. Work hours have not been reduced. Every other bill is growing, but the salary is not growing, and it is expected that this same salary will carry all of those bills. So for me personally, how I have survived is to have alternative sources of income. I try to grow a couple of things around my house, like vegetables, peppers, and all of that. In the long run, it has a way of reducing the cost of living generally for me and my family.
The issue is that anybody knows say the anything is stable, considering the fact that everything has gone has rise up. Look at my motor now. I used to fill my tank before was like in 20,000. Yeah, 20,000 actually last year, but now it has risen to almost 67,000. And this thing, it hasn't reached me a week to finish. It used to just take me a week to exhaust all the fuel, which actually, so this hardship is for everybody. Everybody is feeling it. Whether if you are rich or you are average or you are poor, everybody is reducing. What we see now, they want to even distinguish, they want to separate between the, there's no average in Nigeria now. It's either you be poor or you be rich. So that is that. But you just call to the government to look at what we can do to the masses, because they won't feel. They say economic reform. What kind of economic reform when Nigerians are still suffering? I never see a kind of economic reform, something like that. So if they can do something, especially let them stabilize anything. And I heard that on news that they want to even, what do we call it? They want to increase the tax to 15%. So everything, this is a hardship that it can go up. So this kind of thing that used to raise a lot of things. So let them let them sit down and put this thing. Let them see masses first. Let them look at masses and what are the pain that masses are really because this situation is really getting out of hand. It's just like to call for government to do what is necessary. If they are pro masses or pro Nigeria, they are working for the Nigeria. Let them know. Let them go to the interest of the masses. That is the only thing we can say.
Without a doubt, we are in a great nation. God has blessed us with everything. Whatever we need, God has blessed us with. But only one thing we are lacking: leaders. We don't have a leader that can take us to the promised land. Because since I was born, I always heard about good things about Nigeria. But the bad thing I always heard about is leader. We don't have a leader that can deliver and make us happy. The truth of the matter is that Nigeria, we are hardworking people. Our youth, they are hardworking. Our ladies, they are hardworking. But our leaders are not encouraging us. We wake up every morning to make sure we find our daily basis. But it seems like our hardworking is not paying us. You work from morning to evening. At the end of the day, you go back home with nothing. We are still trying to survive. We are struggling to survive, but our leaders, they are not helping matters. And our youth are dying because they are putting their hand in different ways to make sure they survive. But when they were caught, the law is taken by force. What about the leaders that are stealing money? Because in fact, the leaders, they are the real thieves. They are the real thieves. That's the truth of the matter.
Nigeria is in deep crisis as a verge of collapsing. Just yesterday, I lost my beans farm of about 3 to 4 plots was destroyed by Fulani herdsmen at Maraba Aziz. As some of us are involved in all these extra efforts to complement our earning that cannot sustain us, yet there is high level of barbarism, bestiality perpetrated by the Fulani herdsmen, and the government are closing their eyes deliberately. And Fulanis have understood that Nigerians are fearful, are cowards, and they resort to what? Violence. Let me talk to you. A lot of people are misconstruing that the policy of subsidy renewal is the major causes of the problem. No. The problem is that Nigeria cannot produce food again. The food they produced before with their bare hand. The subsistence farming culture have been destroyed by the Fulanis.